Hello friends, welcome to a new chapter today. In this chapter, we are going to learn about pathology. Okay, in the pathology, we are just going to learn about the respiratory system today. And in this respiratory system, the first, group of this we will learn in the respiratory anatomy. We are not going to deal with the details of anatomy. These are the pictures which are seen in Robbins, which have potential chance of coming in the examination. So as a result, I would like to just discuss about them in detail. Okay, so if you see, so these are the lungs. Okay, normal lungs, and this is this is the right lung and this is the left lung. How am I going to identify this? Here there are 1 2 3 lobes, and here there are only 2 lobes, right? So based on the lobes you can identify whether it is right or left lung. See here, 1 1 2 and 3. See here the demarcation, so even this is a right lung. Okay, so what are you going to see the difference between these two? See, this lung, if you see, this is a little darker when compared to this lung, right? So there is, even here you see there are some pigmented deposits which are seen, and those deposits are anthracotic pigment deposits. You can see here also, these are the anthracotic pigment deposits or dust deposits in the air. Okay, so these are in the normal lungs. So these pictures are directly from Robbins. So yeah, and this picture, the second is the X-ray of the lung. So this is the posterior anterior view of lung, and this is the lateral view of the lung. Here you can see the spines clearly. Okay, this is the heart. These are the ribs, and you have to count the ribs like anterior wise. Okay, and this is the lateral view. Fine, right? This one which you are seeing here is a normal lung with glistening surface. You can see the glistening pleural surface which you see here. This glistening surface is due to the presence of pleura. Okay, and at some places you can even see anthracotic pigments are also seen here. This is because of carbonaceous deposits which are inhaled. Inhaled carbonaceous deposits will cause this brownish pigment. Then this is the normal CT of lung of normal CT. So in this, if you see, you can see the lungs. So these are the lungs. Okay, so this is lung. Okay, what is this? This is an aorta. This plus shows the aorta. And what are these? These are the chambers of the heart. Okay, so these are important. The next picture is about the um, histology. So before we go into the histology, let me just tell you a few points about the upper respiratory tract. So, okay, so you have trachea. Trachea divides into two bronchi. Okay, the bronchi are 10 divisions around, and these bronchi divide together to form the bronchioles, which are almost 4 divisions of bronchioles are present. So then we have respiratory bronchioles. Okay, and finally we have alveolar ducts which will connect the respiratory bronchioles to the alveolar sacs. So these are alveolar sacs. Okay, so what is called as acinus? There is something called as the term acinus. Acinus means a respiratory bronchiole. So what does acinar tell us? See, this is the acinus. It contains a respiratory. See, this is intraacinus. Okay, intraacinar arteries are present, but anyways, acinus includes respiratory bronchiole, alveolar duct, and alveolar sac. This is called as acinus. Yeah, here it's written, right? So acinus, this is important. This acinus is the respiratory bronchiole with alveolar duct and the saccule and alveoli together called as acinus. Okay, now in the terminal bronchioles, okay, these terminal bronchioles which are present here, they contain some types of cells called as, they contain Clara cells. What are these Clara cells? These Clara cells will secrete a protein that lines small small airway sacs, air passages. It produces a protein that will line the small air passages. Okay, so in the alveoli, we will see this alveoli. Okay, in the alveoli, first before going into that, I'll just draw a small picture. I'll just download a small picture. So if you see here, we have the uh, This is the alveoli. Okay, in this alveoli you can see two types of pneumocytes are present. We have type 1 pneumocytes and we have type 2 pneumocytes. See, type 1 pneumocytes are larger. This type 2 pneumocytes is smaller. Okay, so we have type 1 pneumocytes and type 2 pneumocytes. These type 1 pneumocytes are present in 95%, around 95%. These type 2 pneumocytes are just 2%. Okay, these type 1 pneumocytes, okay, see, not type 1, I'm sorry. This type 2 pneumocytes will secrete, these are 5%, sorry, it is a 95, this is 5%, right? So these type 2 pneumocytes will secrete surfactant. Okay, this type 1 pneumocytes also help in repair of type 1 pneumocytes. If there is any damage to type 2 pneumocyte, type 1 pneumocytes, so these will help in the repair of type 1 pneumocytes also. Okay, so that is main important thing. And then if you see, there are some a type of name called as pore of Kohn. What is this pore of Kohn? These are present in the alveolar wall. In the diagram it's not written, but anyways they are present in the alveolar wall itself, and these pore of Kohn will allow passage of bacteria and also exudates between the adjacent alveoli. So these will help in passage of bacteria and exudate between adjacent alveoli. Okay, I'll just show you in the picture also where there can be there. Okay, see, this is one alveoli. Just think that this is one alveoli, this is second alveoli, right? So this opening which is present between the two alveoli, this opening which is present between the two alveoli, so this can be called as pore of Kohn, right? This can be called as pore of Kohn. Okay, then we have what is, so I forgot to show you this picture. Yeah, this is the picture. In this picture if you see, it is a normal lung. Okay, so what do you see here? These are macrophages of the lung, and these are pneumocytes, right? These become pneumocytes, and these are macrophages. Okay, these pneumocytes will produce surfactant. Okay, and this surfactant will increase the surface tension. So this is important. Fine, so this is about the uh, important images in pathology. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. In the next class we will learn about atelectasis. Thank you.